Hi guys, Tracy and Das. Welcome to my channel. Today is a very sad day. Today is the season finale of Tell Me Lies, season 3, episode 8. Boy, was this an amazing season. When you just thought you knew what was going to happen, they give you a bombshell. And that's what I love about the show so much. Everybody's got their own demons. Nobody's perfect. So let's get into this episode, shall we? This episode starts with Bree at her engagement party in 2015. Wrigley walks in on Bree having a moment to herself with a cigarette. Another lie that she's withholding from Evan. Wrigley jokes that she could just not go through with the wedding and date him instead. And she gets a little mad at him. She's like, why would you say that? Like, I'm trying to get ready to marry somebody and you're flirting with me. This brings up a conversation that they really should have had 6 years ago after he slept with Pippa. He says he had sex with Pippa because she was sad and he felt bad for her and he wanted to make her feel better. You didn't make Bree feel better. And you didn't make yourself feel better because you lost Bree. So how did that turn out for you? He asked Bree why she didn't give him a second chance. Let him explain himself. He tells Bree he deserved it. He is not messy. He's not mean like everybody else in the group. He's got a point. But that wasn't cool, what he did. Wrigley makes Bree question her engagement. They passionately kiss, and well, you know what that led to. I mean, these feelings have never been resolved. They've been just there lingering, bubbling up, waiting to come out. And I mean, I don't even think the door was locked. I mean, they got hot and heavy fast and they didn't think about anything but each other, which was beautiful to see, but not on your engagement party evening. It's pretty terrible. I always knew deep down Bree wasn't the little angel we all thought she was, or at least I thought she was. Diane runs into Lucy. Lucy tells her Steven gave her the tape back. I mean, really? Does anybody really think Steven gave her the tape back? And then he doesn't have a copy if he did? The deceit would be so much greater if she didn't see it coming. Diane tells Lucy she isn't going to Yale. And this upsets Lucy just as much as it upset Pippa. She doesn't like to see that Diane is being so controlled by Steven that she is even giving up her dream. And she tells her that. Diane takes it in, she listens to her, and then she tells her that she knew she had always been telling the truth about what happened to Macy. When Bree sees those pictures of Evan and Lucy, she takes off. She's going to confront Lucy about Evan, and she is full of anger. And then she gets a call from her mom telling her that she's on campus and then she wants to meet with her. It couldn't be worse timing. But off to meet her mom. Lucy shows up at Steven's Yale acceptance luncheon. She is just looking for somebody to talk to. Mary brings Bree to be confronted by Mary Ann, Oliver's wife, Amanda, and Amanda. Bree was being gaslit by everyone, and Bree begs them to please believe her. They're really messing with her head. I knew Mary Ann was up to no good when she followed Mary out after the exhibition. She can get into someone's head pretty much just like her husband. Bree is so disappointed in her mom and Lucy and Evan. This is definitely a bad day. I mean, who can Bree trust at this point? Lucy finds the Yale representative and decides to tell her all about Steven, how dangerous he is. And she tells her he left her roommate in a car to die after an accident. I mean, that is quite a thing to say. All bets are off now. This war has begun, and this time, no second chance. Do you think he's ever going to forgive her for that? Do you think there's going to be a good outcome of her telling the Yale representative this? Pippa tells Lucy she has been cheating on Wrigley, but making him feel like he did something wrong by breaking up with her. Lucy comes clean about her and Evan, and Pippa cannot believe Lucy would betray Bree like that. I mean, girls shouldn't do that to girls. I think Lucy was really surprised. I mean, I know she was. She just told a secret, so she thought her secret was safe. Pippa says it's not the same. What you did is much worse. Pippa goes nuclear on Lucy. She tells her she's pathetic and weak, and she says it's sad. You should be embarrassed every day for what you've done and the decisions that you've made. I think Pippa is mirroring her feelings about herself onto Lucy, but Lucy's mental health is not well enough to see this, and she takes it in. She's already feeling bad about herself, and this just solidifies all of her feelings. Pippa tells Lucy that she is going to tell Bree about Lucy and Evan, and this is after everything she just went through with Steven and getting that file back from him. I mean, maybe it just needs to come out. Pippa apologizes to Wrigley, and she tells him she is gay and she likes girls. She tells him about cheating on him. Of course, Wrigley isn't mad because he's Wrigley. He's just loving and kind, like always. He makes one of his hilarious jokes, "So I turned you gay," and it breaks the ice. It's a nice icebreaker for such a heavy moment. Leave it to Wrigley. Always try to make everybody feel better in a bad situation. And of course, he tells her he wants details when she's ready. Pippa asks Wrigley why he's still friends with Steven. She tells him about Steven sending the nudes of Diane to her father. Now, that is diabolical. And I don't even think that Wrigley can explain that away. And she lets him know Diane's not going to Yale because she just wants to get away from him so badly that she'll even give up her dream. Everyone wants Steven to have repercussions for his actions, especially Lucy. Poor Lucy is so broken down. The girls may not be in the best place in their relationships, but they love each other and they're there for each other. Evan comes to talk to Bree, and Bree asks Evan to be honest with her about Lucy. And he says, yeah, we did sleep together. She told him she knows because she looked through their text messages, and she found out about Evan and Lucy, as we knew she would. Bree tells Evan Lucy's mental state is so brittle that she couldn't handle anything else. So they agreed not to say anything to her at the moment. Yale received information that Steven's actions have gone against their code of conduct, and they were informed that he spread pornographic pictures online, and he is so mad he cannot even handle his rage. He even starts screaming at the Yale representative on the phone, which if he ever wanted to try to get in there, he just blew that forever. The question is, who reported this? Steven's enemies are vast. Was it Diane? Was it Lucy? Was it Wrigley? I mean, so many choices. Bree lets Wrigley know she knows about him and Pippa, and he is left speechless. I mean, what do you say? He did what he did. There's no excuse for it. Diane comes by. She's heard about Lucy. She wants to check on her. I mean, can you believe these two were such enemies because of Steven, and now they've bonded? Diane gives her a pep talk, and she needs this. It's exactly what she needed to hear at the time. Diane's talking to herself, basically. She tells her she knows right now it seems like the end of the world, but it will get better. It's going to be really bad for a while, but eventually it'll get better, and this will be something that just happened once that you don't like thinking about. I think she's talking about her giving up that baby. But she knows this feeling. She knows sometimes things happen that are really, really bad, and you just have to move forward. The girls help Lucy pack as Steven watches nearby. He sees Bree and Lucy's relationship as unbreakable, and this just makes him so mad. Lucy's lost so much since she met Steven. We're now at Bree's wedding. Pippa and Diane are together, and Wrigley is still her best friend. Diane took Steven's spot at Yale, and Lucy and Bree are having fun together on the dance floor. Steven can't stop staring at Lucy. When his girlfriend calls him out on flirting across the room with Lucy, he says he's not flirting, he just had sex with her this morning. He doesn't need to flirt. The only reason they got together in the first place was to make Lucy jealous. He tells her to leave and breaks up with her, and his level of cruelty to people when he's done with them, he is unmatched. Steven approaches Bree, and he tells her that he underestimated her, that he's known quite some time about her and Wrigley. And then at that very moment, Steven realizes it was Bree who released the tape of Lucy. She did it to get Lucy away from Steven. She knew Steven was toxic, and he was really ruining Lucy's mental health. The question is, did she do it to save her friend, or did she do it to get back at her? Steven goes straight to the mic. He tells Evan he hates him, and not just because he slept with Lucy, and they both lied to Bree about it, and he told him it wasn't very nice. They shouldn't have done that. Steven lets everyone know he and Lucy just had sex that morning. Everybody's completely shocked, and he's not done yet. He tells everyone he thinks Bree released the tape, and it wasn't him. Oh, and Bree and Wrigley have been having sex for months. I mean, talk about drop the mic. Talk about blow up a wedding. Diane and Pippa look at each other and they said, let's get out of here. I mean, they have no time or energy for that toxic behavior. Nothing's changed in this group. So glad they're not part of it. Bree and Steven give Lucy an ultimatum. Pick your poison. Lucy believes they're both toxic. She's mad at both of them. She doesn't know who to pick. We all know who she's going to pick. She picks Steven. This is what he's wanted all along. He wanted to be more important to Lucy than Bree, and he made sure of it. She always has picked Steven. He's her person. Steven tells Lucy it's always more fun when they're together. Steven just blew up his whole life for her. These two were made for each other. They pull into the gas station to gas up, get some snacks. Is he gonna leave her there? He's gonna leave her there. And what an ending. What lives in the dark must come to the light. So it does. I'm so sad for the season to end. I'm glad Diane and Pippa are living a happy, drama-free life. And I'm glad Bree and Wrigley have found their way back to one another. I have no idea what's going to happen next season. It is going to be epic. And I am so excited for it. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait. But this was a great season. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And go over and check out my Married at First Sight Australia season. It is incredibly interesting. All right, guys, take care. Have a great week. Bye.